check it out. I'm in fucking Scotland for some reason. There is a reason. Okay, scene change again. This is I'm no longer in Africa. In case you hadn't surmised. Okay, right, so yeah, I just had a flashback. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these fucking things. So yeah, they just the ice climbers. I just had a flashback to when they first joined the Smashers, and they all convened and made fun of the. No, they were all just really horrible to the ice climbers. I had to come up with different accents for them on the spot. Fucking Donkey. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to do for Donkey Kong though. I listened back to it. I sound like somewhere between Idris Elba in Beasts of No Nation and Sebastian in The Little Mermaid. Alright, so end of flashback. I've taken too long fucking dawdling already. Pricks, muttered Chris until he shook his head. Well, no more. I'll happily break that trend. Fucking horrible European accent now. Yay! Bacon impression. Bacon. The two children cheered, cheering Chris up. They were little children. It wasn't unbelievable to see them both being so happy over bacon, if you say so. In any case, Chris was very grateful the day started off well, with his first new companions embracing their new friend. Lucario, however, remained a lone silent wolf, watching over his trainer, talking to the other people of the mansion, though Chris wanted to bring him up to the climbers as much as he could. After the bacon was set and ready, everyone was given over a dozen strips. That is not healthy. You're gonna fucking die now. Good, with Lucario's share being larger. Of course, the dog-looking Pokemon was carnivorous, the climbers thought... Sorry, of course the dog-looking Pokemon was carnivorous, the climbers thought, as they silently stole glances from him. They stole glances from him. He possessed the glances before, but they've taken control of them. While they talked to Chris over what to expect from the other mansion inhabitants. He told them at the start he had seen photos of them all from master hand to keep up with the horrible lie of never having heard of them, though it was different if he was going to know them on a personal level. So what can you tell me about Ness? Chris asked. Biggest egotistical prick you could ever meet, Popo said, and Nana nodded. Chris nearly choked on his bacon... I think it's meant to say choked. Chris nearly choked on his bacon strip. Choked. Okay, maybe that was a big description, but he likes being the leader of the children group, and he's kind of a spoiled kid. Bringing up the fact Chris had met Ness before would probably spark an argument. He didn't bring it up to them. Well, I'd never thought he was like that. Then again, I heard from Lucario he liked to be violent. How about Mario? Nana said. He's alright, I guess, but he's kind of boring. Sounds fittingly enough, it just sounded pretty Italian there. Nice guy all around, but yeah, you'd get fun out of him if you went in his adventures for sure. Otherwise, nope. Oh, I see. I kind of imagined him being like that, he said. Link? Loves his sword too much to the point it sounds like an innuendo, Popo said. An uncharacteristically mature joke there from Aura Channel Chris. Also pretty crap, but you know. The teen's face froze, fucking Freudian there. The teen's face froze mentally at the same time he was drinking juice. He had to stop himself from asking and then immediately going back to eating. What the hell? They're too young to know that word at all, Chris thought, alarmed. What, sword or penis? Because, I mean, you know, people do tend to have them at various ages, you know. As I understand, I mean, I do have some recollection of possessing a penis as a child. It's I didn't realize Aura Channel Chris was so big on you know, psychology. What else is there about him? He likes yelling whenever he tries slashing someone. It's become a frequent target of jokes, Nana chuckled. Easy way to make fun of him. Don't do it too much. Right, no, I won't make fun of him, Chris said. He was not going to eat a strip right after asking another question. What? Fox? Egocentric jerk who can't stop bragging how he won most of the tourneys out of everyone during the melee days. That's pretty funny, actually. Nana said, face dull. I swear, if he ever picks Final Destination with no items again... Popo sniffed and embraced his shaking body. No more, please, he said, and almost immediately went back to eating happily. Oh dear God, Chris thought as he made sure to eat before the next question. Lucario liked Fox's mentality, however. Fighting aside, what else? He likes to snark. A lot. It's like all he ever says when talking to someone, Popo said. Falco's the same but worse. I tried giving him a cracker and somehow that was offensive to him. The other stared incredulously at him. It was an honest gesture. I was not making fun of the bird. He just complained he was a grown-up who didn't like cookies. Not because it was a bird getting a cookie. Crackers aren't cookies, you fucking liar. All right, then, Chris said. Samus? We thought Samus was a guy for the whole tourney until the next one came, and then... Nah, trailed off. Hubba Hubba Hubba. Fucking hell. Hubba Hubba Hubba, Popo added. Nana slapped him. Samus is pretty quiet and chill. She has no flaws other than being a little of a lone wolf, Nana explained. She's absolutely ruthless during battles. It's like a robot meant to kill when was just released by accident. She was so close to beating tourneys from fucking hell. Let me try that again. She was so close into beating Fox for most tourneys won. Well, I somehow knew she was like that, Chris muttered. Luigi? Scares off easily. Very rarely shows good skills, Popo said. What are you talking about? Luigi's fucking great. Not much else besides how he's into doing household chores. Hey, you two would probably hit it off well, Nana said. Oh, I think so, but there could be more we could talk about, the teen said. Donkey Kong? Smells like a banana, stinks like a banana, and can't stop dreaming about bananas. I wonder what Freud would say about that, Popo said, with an emphasis on the fruit word. The fruit word. Oh, that's a nasty one. He goes bananas when bananas are involved. Ho ho. One time, we stole a banana from his hand and an entire hallway was wrecked until we gave up and gave it back to him. Nana gulped. He hasn't lived that one down when he sees our group nearby his precious fruit. Whatever you do around DK, don't touch his fruit. I wonder what Freud would say about that. You'll get those looks of his if you do. Chris was never going to be prepared to fight a big ape if he had destroyed a hallway just because of a stolen banana. I'll be fine. I won't ever think about stealing stuff from others. Peach? Sweet as hell, Popo said. Her fascination with the color pink is unnatural that she can't even tell until she's asked about it. It makes my pink look like a speck. Oh, okay. I wonder what Freud would say about that sentence. Oh, wait, no, they're a kid. She's a kid, never mind. You can't be making those kind of jokes. Nana commented, Zelda is not like her. She is much more composed and doesn't tolerate jokes now and then. In particular, she can't stand Captain Falcon, including a lot of others. Why is that? Chris asked. He's such a show-off. The guy is an embarrassment when you get to meet him. Not unlike how in his world he's treated as a mysterious celebrity of justice, Nana said while cringing at the thought. He's a shameless womanizer on top of that. Had it not been for him, Zelda wouldn't have got so cynical of his presence at the end of the melee days. She was more gracious until he came to know her, and she got all sour into any kind of foolery that happened in the mansion. Wait, did fucking Zelda and Captain Falcon have an affair? Jeez. Alright. The teen was shocked to have gotten so much information about Captain Falcon being a life-changer. Would it be okay if I got to meet him? Chris wondered. Good luck if he doesn't try pulling you into his strange schemes to woo girls. Sometimes we think he's too far from being saved. Food for thought. His Falcon punch is as nasty as you may have heard, Popo added. Not sure what to think about the racer, Chris simply decided to continue the conversation about someone else. Mewtwo? For once, Lucario stopped wolfing down his bacon strips to listen. The climbers were unaware about the fate of that one person. The fate of that one person, the guy who decided to stop eating bacon. The ice climbers blinked once at Chris and then they stole one glance at Lucario. Dark, tall, intimidating, scary, mysterious, not sociable enough, kind of bloodthirsty even if he's pretty calm when talking in a conversation, Popo said. He only ever grins when he's challenged into battles against worthy opponents, which is kind of creepy. Lucario hid a small smile. Overall, a dangerous person to be around who dislikes or outright hates people fooling around him. I don't recommend making a joke for him, because he hardly laughs when it's not him slaughtering an opponent who turned out to be not so worthy of his time. Gee whiz. I'm gonna call it off there. That's enough of that.